So we're definitely recording now. This is pretty much the first episode.
For the fourth time.
Yeah, because we've recorded 4 different times, and all 4 different times we're trying to figure out the audio. We're trying to figure out the camera angles. We're trying to somehow, some way, we finally got it. So introduce yourself. My name is Oribel Castillo. This is my best friend, Alex.
Yes, sir. My name's Alex. Otto. Just introducing ourselves. Welcome to the podcast, guys.
Oh, for some reason, like every time we start recording, you switch up, like to the point where you're just so awkward. So I really do feel that you have to let yourself loose. Just talk about things that you are comfortable talking about, and then obviously, episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it'll start getting a lot easier. 100%. So, what do you want to talk about first? I mean, it's been a crazy past 2 weeks. I mean, I went to Peru.
Yeah, no, you got a lot.
I came back.
I'm gonna let you start.
I came back from Peru. Maybe 3 weeks I've been traveling. So I went to Peru for a wedding, and that shit was lit.
It's your first time in that country, right?
Yeah, it's the first time in Peru.
We're from DR. How much different is it compared to people out there versus like what we're used to?
In regards of what, like the country?
Mm-hmm.
The whole country?
When you go to like a resort, there's always somebody trying to like hustle you.
And that's going to happen as well. You see, so that didn't happen over there. But there was not one person, unless you went out to like the stores and stuff trying to sell you anything. But you know me, I like to negotiate, bro. I went to a store and I was probably there for like 30 minutes negotiating a poncho. Is that what it's called? I think it's called a poncho or poncho. Yeah, I think it's called a poncho. It's one of those big things. I'll put a picture up. So I bought this poncho. I get there. She asked me for 150 in their money. They use soles. Okay, so soles. So $1, to give you an idea, is $3.70. Okay, so one sol is $3. $1 is 3 soles and 70 in their money. She asked me for 150. So what is 150? That's like $50, right? Okay. So it's like $50-something, $60. So I walk in there.
So every dollar is like.
Every dollar is $3.70.
That's way better than the R.
$3.70. Well, in the R is 40 pesos.
No, it went up.
It's 57 something. Yeah, but it's all relative to like
thing, yeah.
It's all the same shit. I mean, like a regular meal is like $10 or 10, 11. I ate out every day though, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So it's definitely not as expensive as here, because you go anywhere here, it's $20-$30. But yeah, that's one thing. I negotiated the shit out of everything. People do one. They're very entrepreneur. Like you walk into every store, they're trying to hustle you. Although we had one guy that was taking pictures of us. We were going into a museum, and on the way out, he had the pictures printed, and he was selling it to us. Yeah. Somehow this guy went to a printer, printed the pictures out, like the real pictures, and he was selling it to us for like $3 a piece. And we bought like 5 of them.
Sale pitch?
It was not. He just showed us the pictures. He's like, did you guys know?
Spanish, right?
Yeah, they're like, oh, when you walked in, we took some pictures of you. Look, and then they showed us the pictures, and if you like them, you buy them. And he had a lot of pictures that he did. Besides that, I mean, the food was amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, the food.
I'm not gonna lie. There's a little Peruvian spot right by my house.
What's the name of it?
Yo, you know where that pizza spot we used to go to?
Oh yes. Yeah, wait, you like the Peruvian spot?
Yo, it's not that bad. I went there with Noel.
But I went to the top 2. You guys can look this up. It's called Pollos Los Andes or something like that, or Los Aldos. It's the second best place in the world.
Really?
For pollo a la brasa, yeah. And there were llamas and alpacas. There were llamas and alpacas.
You really like the llamas?
I ate alpaca.
Oh, you ate an alpaca?
I didn't eat an entire alpaca. Oh. I went to this restaurant and they had like a grill platter. Order this platter and it had alpaca in it. So the alpaca
what does it taste like?
So yeah, that was weird. It's like a mixture of pork and steak. So it was like the texture of like a pork chop. You know how it's like lighter meat, like it's whiter, and then like it tastes like steak.
What's like the weirdest thing you ever ate?
Definitely Japan.
What from Japan?
It was an octopus, an entire octopus with the head.
Live?
No, dead. With an egg inside. I switched my barber recently too.
How much you pay for a haircut?
That's why I switched. And mind you, I was paying my old barber $60 to $75 per haircut. Which
was it worth it though?
Looking back now, no. Because this guy is half the price. This guy's $30. And
the same?
No, after 5 haircuts, he figured it out.
They fucked you up.
I mean, he still has. I mean, it can show you the back a little bit.
Oh God!
And you're gonna see it. No, but he's getting it little by little. So it's like everything. You try it, you're not gonna do really well the first time. So I knew the first time he was just not gonna do the best job, and then the second job he completely fucked me up, dude. My fucking like.
Put everyone back.
So I'm asking this guy to do a fade. He just got here from the R, so this guy doesn't understand what a fade is. If you guys don't know. Obviously, I'm sure people know this if you're from a different country. It's the same names, but it's different type of haircuts. A fade in the US and a fade in New York and a fade in the R is not the same thing.
Yeah.
So I asked this guy for a fade and he gave me a tape up. Okay. So I know what a tape up is because I used to get them. Right. It's very very light here. It's like a skin fade here. And then and then the rest is just, he does a bowl cut. Yep. So that's what he did. And I'm like,
the fuck is this?
I'm like, bro, I asked for a fade. And he's like, oh, yeah, I got you a fade. So I'm like, this is, he's like, said, no, loco, pero es un fade. He said, loco, pero es un fade. He said, loco, pero es un fade.
I already know how you was looking at him, too. You got that look.
And I said, no, I looked at the mirror because I'm not looking back. I'm looking at the mirror and I'm looking at him. And he's looking at me, and I said, "Okay." So I mean, what am I gonna do? I can't sit down. Yeah, no, I can't fucking stay there for longer, bro. The guy already spent an hour on me. So listen to this, though.
An hour for a tape up?
An hour, bro. An hour for a tape up, and he did my beard and shit, and he does a massage, which my old barber doesn't do anymore. I hope he doesn't watch this because I haven't been to him for the past 2 months, but. He used to do that and then he stopped, and I'm paying this guy more, my old barber. So I'm paying him more for some reason. They get lazy after a while. They feel like you're never gonna go nowhere else.
Now the old barber, because I just got
mind you, he's not an old guy though. I'm saying my old barber. Yeah.
Old barber.
Not an old guy.
Because I got a new barber. I want to say last year, beginning of this year.
Why did you switch?
I couldn't deal with the guy was late all the time, canceling appointments and. I feel like that's kind of like a Dominican barber kind of thing.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
I'm not about that life.
See,
I say I got to be somewhere at one time. I want to be there at that time.
See, my old barber was the same exact thing. So the number one reason why I sourced him wasn't because he was expensive, because he would spend an hour and a half on me, and although he didn't do massages and shit, it would come on fire. This guy you could see the fade. Yeah, I mean exactly. But I will say. This guy was in the R more than he was at the fucking barbershop. This guy was in the R every other month, bro. Every other month. He's on vacation. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Dude, I'm trying to get a haircut every week. And I can't do it because of him.
Damn, every week at 60 is a lot, bro.
Yeah, I know. It adds up. That's why this new guy is I'm willing to let him fuck my hair up. Fuck me up at 30. So, but now he's, I'm sure you guys see it. It's not the best, but this guy's getting better. Nah, but 30. So I pay him 30 to 35. And now I get a haircut every week. He's always there. I get a haircuts on either Thursday or Fridays at 1 p.m. And it's great because he's not busy because everybody's in school or something. So yeah, it's great. I love it.
Gotcha. Nah, man, I switched my barber because of that whole situation. I went to this new guy. I never was used to paying $60 or that much for a haircut. My old barber, I was with him for almost 10 years since we met each other. And then he got locked up.
He got locked up?
Yeah, he got locked up. It's a crazy long story, insane.
Wait. Can you tell her or no?
Yeah, I don't think I think he was doing something like crazy. I don't really want to air him out like that, but suppose he was doing a lot of
Don't say no names.
Yeah, no, I won't. So he supposedly got caught up doing some type of drug trade and stuff. And it was all over the news, I think. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was. And then one day I go get a haircut.
Wait, that's the story, nigga?
Well, I don't have much details.
Damn.
So I go to get a haircut. I had an appointment on a certain day. I go to the fucking barber. The barber's the barbershop. The other barber, of course, sits across from him. He's like, yo, what are you doing here? And I'm like, oh, no, I'm waiting to get a cut, too. Where's my barber? He's like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about? This guy got locked up. He's going to do federal time.
No fucking way.
Yo, he got locked up for
Wait, so you didn't know you don't make an appointment before you go?
No, I had an appointment.
Oh, you did?
I had an appointment. I go there on my appointment time to get a cut.
Oh shit!
And the other barbers are like, yeah, bro. He's like, he's not coming out.
Well, you use Booksy?
No, this was before Booksy.
Oh,
now I use Booksy.
How much do you pay for a haircut now?
60.
60?
Yeah, bro.
That's a lot, bro.
Yeah, but it's worth it. My guy's fucking. He's.
I mean, yeah, it looks good, but bro, I'm telling you, my guy.
Fuck that.
No,
you know how I am with my hair, bro. Like,
I get it, bro, but it'll only take like 3 haircuts, bro. I swear to God. And now, but the problem is, like,
bro,
you know, you see my old barber, I was so comfortable with him, right? Like, we would, I would sit down and this motherfucker would give me a drink, and like sometimes like people would walk into the barbershop selling stuff, like selling food, or like this guy buy me an empanada, and like he'll buy me a drink.
He sold you with the food, right?
Yeah, dude, I was chilling. I'm like, bro, the $60, I'll give this guy $75. The new guy, I'm not that comfortable with him still. So like, I obviously tell him because it's my hair.
It was weird a little bit at first.
Very weird. So
like sitting down and like so.
And your barber, you know this motherfucker's like touching your hair, and like he's touching you like he not in a fuck. Okay, wait, relax. Not in a way like that, bro. Your barber is like a very close person to you. You know, I mean, this is like the closest person next to your girlfriend. Dude, this guy is like, you're putting like a lot of trust into this guy. So you're supposed to trust him either way.
If he seeks your hairline, it's over.
No, 100%. But I feel like, I don't know. That's the one thing that he hasn't messed up yet. I mean, do you see it? Like, he got a side higher than the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So side's higher than this.
Yeah. So he messed it up a little bit, but he's learning. He's still learning with my head.
Fuck, you ain't learning on me.
But I'll say this.
Learning your head is crazy.
Dude, learning with my head, on my head. No, he knows how to cut hair. I mean, he just doesn't know how to cut my hair. And then he's charging me $35. So you just can't go wrong with that. But I will say this, okay? I'm not comfortable with him to the point where I could tell this guy like, hey, like, my thing is too tight. So I'm like, dude, I get there. He puts this thing on me and I can't fucking breathe, dude. I'm sweating my balls off and I can't breathe. And I don't want to tell him, like, bro, like, I don't want to say like, yo, this is tight. So he sees me like, kind of like, not shy, bro. Like, I just don't feel comfortable. Like, to tell him that me made a mistake.
You're fucking dying in the shit.
Dude, I know. So I go like this, and I put the finger in it, and I pull it a little. And he's like, ¿Qué lo que, bro? ¿Te estás jugando? I'm like, yo, so you new, motherfucker? So take the shit off of it.
Turning purple and shit.
Yeah, and then the last thing that happened, actually, I want to say this before we stop talking about barbers and I move on from this. So the last thing that happened, this is like a few days ago, I got my haircut. This guy, Dominican Barbers. He's new in the country. He's trying to get a clientele. I sit down and I feel something weird, bro. Like, the chair feels different. It's the same chair, but the chair feels different. So I'm like, I don't know what it is. I mean, I didn't ask him. We started talking about Peru and stuff. So I'm telling him about that. And then he's finished with my haircut. He's about to do my hairline. And that's when they like put the seat back. Dude, so this guy puts the seat back. And I automatically, I close my eyes like I'm getting ready to fucking get a massage and start. Dude, my fucking chair starts vibrating. Dude, my chair starts vibrating. No, this guy had a vibrator in the chair. Like a whole fucking vibrator. So I fucking... By the way, I'm wearing a hoodie because it's hot. So, dude, I'm like... My eyes are closed. I'm laying back,
this is weird
and I'm vibrating. Dude, I am sweating my freaking balls off because you're vibrating. Obviously, like, that makes you hotter. So I'm still not that comfortable, so I don't say nothing. And the whole fucking time, I'm drenched. When I got out of the chair, dude, I was drenched in sweat.
Yo, my barber, I put my brother put me on, my stepbrother, Aldo. And he's actually, bro, he's a hustler, bro.
Where's he at?
Right here on Sunrise Highway. It's called
Sunrise.
Why am I not thinking of the fucking name?
Where is in Sunrise?
Legendary Studios. You know where you remember where that Pizza Hut used to be? Right across the street from like Applebee's and stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
Like literally like right there.
Like by Tropical Smoothie?
Mm-hmm. Like right there. So he's done Nicky Jam's hair. He's done like a couple celebrities. He's following.
But 60
and shit.
Wait, what's his name?
Tremendo.
On Instagram?
Yeah.
Just like that?
3 men, 2.
Barber show. Barber show?
160,000 followers.
Damn.
He's the fucking, he's the truth, bro. He's the shit.
This guy cuts your hair?
Yeah, bro. He's official, bro. He gives like the best service. Like, takes care of your hair, tells you what you got to do moving forward. You know, if you got patches in your beard, shows you got to fix it.
I always wonder, so like, do expensive barbers like this, like, is it hard to get an appointment with them or?
Him, no, because Booksy makes it so simple. Now he does. You can't wait like to the day of and then be like, oh yeah, let me hop on Booksy and book him real quick. But like if you book ahead of time, you're good.
Yeah.
So all right. It's fire. And then he'll go like, bro, he'll condition your beard. He'll put like a little face mask on. Does all that stuff like like the facial, with the towel and the massage and all that stuff. He does all that shit, bro.
I wonder how much he makes. If he's doing 60 a haircut, he's probably always busy.
That would probably be a good interview.
Probably always busy, right?
Yeah.
We should have him on the pod. Probably always busy.
Yeah.
Right?
100%.
150.
And he moved from DR not that long ago, and he just opened up his second shop.
I wonder how do you get famous as a barber? Like, I mean, you put in TikToks up, I guess.
I don't exactly know. I didn't ask him exactly. I know he's got some friends that are hooked up with like some of the celebs. So when they come to New York, and like there's a girl that works at the barbershop, Alejandro.
Yeah.
She dyed his hair, and he brought her out to the.
Oh, so there's some pretty famous people there.
Yeah, they're just known barbers. Like they're known barbers. And they all, honestly, they started from nothing. It's like a humble story, honestly. Like
legendary. I never even heard of it.
Yeah. Bro, if you look it up, they got literally not one bad review, 5.0.
Wow.
They're beasts, bro. I'm not gonna lie, much respect to them. Now, like, as far as, like, and I go about any business adventures, I always run them by you because I feel like you're the person that knows the most about that type of shit.
Yeah.
And when I remember when we used to work together, one of the first things that I would always have a problem with, so I wonder for you, it's got to be even harder. Like you said, like you don't want to waste your time with certain things. If you feel like somebody's not beneficial, we're not having a beneficial conversation towards what I want to be, not sounding arrogant.
Wait, elaborate.
So say me and you are having a conversation. Somebody's like, oh yeah, I want to make money doing this, but I want to be like a silent investor or yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a beneficial conversation, so you're just like, yo, bro, I'm not really here to waste my time with this conversation.
When somebody says that they want to be a silent investor,
so say okay, like you ever felt like, and it's not that you're a dick, because it could come across that way. But you could be like, let's just say like you're talking to somebody who you know is not about doing this and they're not about doing that, and they're asking you about it, and you know I'm wasting my time talking to this individual, and it's not because you're being arrogant, it's because you know they're not going to do anything. How do you not come across as a dick?
Got it. I see. So how do you?
Because a lot of people don't understand that, bro, and it happens pretty often.
Yeah.
Like especially with trading, because me and you started trading when we were young. I have still people to this day come up to me like, yo, bro, like, how do I
asking you about trading questions?
Yo, what do I invest? Like, what should I do? And I'm like, yo, bro, honestly, like, you've known me for freaking 10 years of your life. I try to show you multiple times. Like,
so how do you? So you're basically asking me, how do you make sure that people don't waste your damn time? Okay. So at first, this was the hardest thing in the planet because I always had this thing where I want to help. You want to help everybody. You don't want to come across like a dick. Like, oh, this guy doesn't want to share the knowledge or share the wealth. Mind you, like where I found my information, you can find your information. Besides the experience that I have personally from like doing the actual business, me and you can know the same exact thing if you just get yourself in front of a YouTube.
And it's crazy because like I feel like so much people like within the first 2-3 minutes, you know how committed they are.
You know what I do to vet people? I recommend a book. So I started doing this because of a lot of people asking me questions. I would spend hours absolutely wasting my time telling them, do this, go here. These are the resources. I would file the application for people with them.
That's what I'm saying. Like most people don't understand
that. Dude, I would file the application for them. And then a month later, I'm like, oh, how's your trading going? Oh, I haven't even started.
Boom. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
What the fuck?
So it gets to the point where like you're doing this. Like, all right, so me and him, we worked for ourselves for a while. And we get to the point where certain people would come up to us and be like, oh, bro, like, I'm trying to get into this, or I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. And because you've done this with so many people, you already kind of know where it's going to go. So you almost, now you have this mentality where you're like, all right, if within the first 5 minutes, if this person, I know this person doesn't give me these signs, and I know that they're seriously interested in doing it, or they're going to be beneficial towards it,
no,
I'm just really going to cut the conversation short.
Yeah, no, so the way I don't process it like that, so the way I process it, so like nobody really is a benefit to me. Like when it comes to you asking me questions, there's nothing that I can do for you to add back to me. There's never going to be like that. Like majority of the people are very ungrateful. You tell them the secret sauce to fucking becoming a millionaire, they become a millionaire, then you're dead to them. Like that's how it's been for me. Now, you don't judge everybody like that, but the way I process it, it's if you are interested in trading, let's say, the way I vet you to see if, like, this might sound like I'm being a dick now,
That's
but
what I was saying.
This might sound like I'm being a dick now, but
it's really
to see if I even want to be like friends with them. Okay, what I do now is I recommend them a book, and if within the first week they haven't ordered or started reading that book, then they're dead to me. Like, they're absolutely like, you're just not going to waste my time. I'm not going to allow you to waste my time because I'm not going to answer your questions.
You're not serious about it.
Because you're not serious about it.
That's what I was saying from the beginning, is that, that's not something that you're just, I'm this person now. Is you got to go through that, and then after a certain amount of times of it happening to you, you got to know when to, like, pick out the apples.
Yeah,
like, you know what, this person's not about
so
it,
I actually, so how it happened, actually, how I got to that was the fact that I would spend a lot of time with people. They would fucking waste my time. And then I would do the simplest thing, which is recommending them a book. And I noticed that the difference between people that would actually get somewhere and the people who didn't was that they would actually order the book and start reading it. So now I said, okay, well, from now on, that's going to be my thing. I'm going to recommend you a book. And if within the first week, I give them a week, because, sometimes people are busy. They get busy with life and stuff. If within the first week they don't order that book, then you're just not, most likely you're not going to do anything. And I actually had this happen where I had a kid who I was giving advice to. The guy wanted to be friends with me. I don't have time to be friends with because I'm working all day. All right. So it's not like I don't want to be friends. I just can't. I don't have time. Yep. So what did I do? I recommended this guy a book. You know what this guy did? This guy did not just order a book. He got 2 books and he gave me one of them. So he's like, oh, I knew you don't have the physical copy. So I got one for me and I got one for you. Yeah, automatically started reading the book, starts making questions about the book. I had already read it. I was rereading it again because it was a really good sales book. And that kid, by the way, ended up buying within a year. That kid ended up doing about $1 million in real estate, which was, that to me was like, okay, you see, this is what it's supposed to be about. Yes. But then that kid turned against me, and that kid turned into a fucking dickhead because that's what money does to people. Yeah. So if you let money control you, that's just what's gonna happen. But I don't regret teaching him because I opened up something in his mind that it's gonna allow him to continue growing. But yeah, he's a dick. I mean, once a dick, always a dick. And money, I've always said this, money will only highlight the person that you are. So if you're a dick, correct, it's gonna make it greater. It's gonna bring it out more. So if you're a dick and you got money, you're just a dick with money. Yeah. And if you're a kind person, you were giving money out before you got rich, and you were helping people out before you got rich, then that's just who you are gonna be more of. So yeah, I mean, I've learned this from, like, my mom used to always tell me, if you give, you should receive. Most importantly, when you don't have anything, don't wait for you to be in a surplus of money and like, oh, I have an extra bonus check to give money out and to not necessarily give, but to help whoever needs. Okay. Yeah. So even if you just like randomly like, oh, I'll pay for your meal today. Like that right there, bro, does everything. And what I think the psychology behind this is that because you feel as if you have enough to give, you have more. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. So I think that's very, very good life lesson. Is just give, and you will receive a lot more than you give out. Yeah. Because of the way you feel.
If it's genuine.
Especially if it's genuine.
It always comes back, yeah.
Honestly, when you give expecting something back, it doesn't fucking work. Yeah, it's like what happened? Well, I was supposed to get something.
You're like disappointed.
Yeah, so you're disappointed. Like, yeah, so that's one big thing for sure. By the way, guys, I don't know if you guys know this. If you guys never recorded anything in like an official studio, I mean, this is by far not an official studio, but this fucking light is so bright. Like this thing messes you up. So I can see why people wear sunglasses when they're in the studio or recording or something.
No, so like I was saying, man, when I first started cold calling with you and, with the company and stuff, and we were hitting like a rough patch. We've thrown the word cold calling around. Cold calling is pretty much just, you want to explain to them cold calling real quick?
So by far the easiest and the most effective way to make your first million, in my opinion, is to master the art of cold calling. So for whoever doesn't know what cold calling is, it's when you grab a phone and you call somebody without having any initial interest. So they didn't call you to sell you their house or to tell you that they want to buy something, but you're calling them out of nowhere, okay? Because they meet.
This is in terms of real estate.
Right, they meet some kind of criteria, and I'm trying to generalize this. So, like, even if I wanted to sell pizzas, like, I can call somebody and say, hey, my name is Alex Collado, and we are a pizzeria located here on Main Street, and we are running a special, and we're selling 2 for 1 today. So, do you want to buy a pizza? And that's a cold call. By the way, I think that would work like really well.
I probably would.
So
probably would.
Yeah.
Probably
So
get a couple fuck yous.
So that comes with the business. So that's cold calling. So you're calling somebody that has no initial interest in whatever it is that you're either selling or buying.
It's just one of those things. So I was trying to get to is like it's one of those things where like you're gonna get a lot of no's and you're gonna fail a lot. But that's just like what life is. And there was a point where we were getting a lot of no's and we weren't getting a lot of business. And there was one day I come through with a pair of sunglasses. Like, if I'm like the man, I just bought these brand new Burberry shades. I throw them on. I'm like, yo, check these out. I'm like the shit. I throw on a nice shirt. This guy's like, oh, I take them off because now I'm like, yeah, now let's be serious. And then Oribel over here is like, nah, yo, actually put them back on, bro. He's like, nah, because I want you to be the person behind the shades with that fucking confidence. I feel like that's a problem in this world now, bro. There's like so much people, they're not confident in the shit that they do. There's no passion. There's no love. There's no confidence. It's just like I'm just doing what I need to do to make it by. And I feel like if you live life like that, it's not going to go nowhere. You just got to have fun with what the fuck you do. Yeah. If you're doing something for money, it's not going to work. If you're doing something because I need to do it, it's not going to work. Or you're not going to have that much passion and momentum. Because when you're rocking and rolling like that and you got this confidence, I don't know how to explain it. You just start hitting, bro. It just starts going.
Clip it. That's a clip. That's a fact. And you know what? You know what that reminds me of? When I started my YouTube channel, okay? Dude, somehow, I cannot explain. I've only felt this one time in my entire life. And I'm not just saying this because you said it. But I felt this. I mean, I literally started crying. I remember this like it was yesterday. I was driving. It was late at night. And I needed to buy an SD card because the SD card that I have didn't work. And I said, everything is pushing me to, I don't do this. Everybody's telling me you're a loser. People used to make fun of me.
They went to Best Buy.
I went to Best Buy. And I went to Best Buy to buy something. And I had this feeling. And I said, I started crying in the car by myself. And I said, I'm going to fucking achieve this no matter what or who gets on my way. And I feel as if I'm already a YouTuber that has hundreds of thousands of subscribers. That was a feeling. And I don't know why, but it felt very real to the point where tears started coming out my eyes. And I felt this confidence that no matter what, I was going to achieve it. And that's when I started getting results. Yeah. Somehow, some way, the fucking universe aligned and I started getting results. And I was doing the same videos that everybody else was doing. How are my videos getting hundreds of thousands of views?
Man, it's that confidence.
Definitely, though. That confidence is absolutely everything. And I've tried to feel like that again. And I try to replicate that feeling. I'm like, okay, if I can replicate that feeling with like my business, I can make $1 billion today. I haven't been able to. It's not, I know what confidence is. And it's one, obviously, once you get really good at something, You can start building confident. But that specific feeling that I felt that night, I haven't felt.
Probably because you had passion for it.
100%. That might be it.
Because there's such thing as, like you said, I'm really fucking good at playing basketball, but I don't love basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really good at it though, and it pays the bills. Like some of these NBA players, I mean, listen, man, there's some of them that they love the game, and you could tell, and then there's others that they're just really good at it. So they just show up and they do what they do and they go home. And that goes for anything. I mean, it could be in what you're doing with real estate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be really good at it, but if it's not your passion, it's the difference between taking it to an elite level versus taking it to a great level. You know what I'm saying? Elite's not for everyone, man. Elite is for the people who really fucking love, breathe, and eat that shit. You know, so if you have a love and you have a passion for something, and then you gain that confidence, man, yo, unstoppable. It's like, bro, you're a force to be reckoned with.
You know what, guys? I want everybody in the comment section. I mean, even if one person puts it up, I want everybody to say, Alex, quit your job.
Quit.
Dude, because I know this guy has the potential to do whatever the hell it is that he wants to do. I mean, you guys hear him talk, right? Like, that's not a common mindset to have, and he has it. He has it. Somehow, some way, he ended up at a fucking 9 to 5. So, we're going to get him out of there. Eventually, we will. So, I'm confident that we will do that. But I will say that you're 100% right. When it comes to building confidence, it's a big part of it is just doing it every day. You do it so much. The repetition of doing it every single day, you build the confidence because eventually you have nothing else to really mess up on. You know, you kind of made every mistake already, which is what happened to me in real estate. It's okay. You have absolutely made every mistake. You've lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I when I say that, I mean hundreds of thousands of dollars. And we're in a position where you can start building from here. You can start building, you can start stacking blocks, you could build the right foundation, which that was your foundation, losing all that money and going through all those experiences. And now you could actually start building from here. Yeah. So recommend everybody to pick something, one thing, and just, I think there's a quote that says, follow one course until successful. And I think it spells out focus, FOUCUS.
Yeah.
Focus, one course until successful. Yeah. Spells out focus. Which
Dominican came out.
Which is pretty fire. Yeah.
No, it is what it is.
So
it's funny you say that because it's literally on your wall.
Yeah, I have it up there. Yep, because it's so hard to do, bro. Surprisingly, focus is like one of the hardest things to do.
Or stay in the course. It gets real fucking hard.
100%. You know how many things swayed you left and right every fucking day, the entire day.
100%. And it comes down to like the fucking small shit. Because I don't know if like any of you guys have ever worked for yourself. You ever worked for like your own company, your own business, or anything like that. You ever traded for yourself? Or you got fucking. It literally comes down to anything. You build website, but we've done everything. And now that I'm like naming all this shit, we've done everything. It literally comes down to like any little thing sways your focus away. Like it could be like the boys just chilling, doing nothing, and they hit you up like, let's go chill real quick, let's do this. Gets your mind off of it. Now you're doing it last 4 or 5 days. You haven't done nothing in 4 or 5 days. Now you're wondering why for the last week you had 0 results. That week drags out to a month. That month drags out to a year. Now you're shot. You shot yourself in the leg. And it literally could be like the smallest things. That movie, that favorite TV show, that favorite movie, that radio song that you like to listen to, going out to get your favorite food. You just got to stay the course. And you will see results. That's really what it is. It's just hard. It's not that easy though.
You know who I think about when you talk about that? It's Kai Cenat. Yo, this motherfucker just, I don't know if you saw it yesterday. He just broke the world record for the most subbed channel on Twitch.
Oh really?
Dude, 326,000 subscribers
on
Twitch in 11 days.
Oh god damn.
Yeah, I mean he was like at 100 already, but then like he broke the record, the world record. And you think about it, like this guy gets on fucking stream and like He does the same thing every fucking day, dude. Like, the amount of work this people are putting in and the amount of money he's investing. I mean, he's renting a house just to do the subathon, or he calls it the mafia-thon, for 30 days. The mansion's got to be, dude, I mean, I don't, have you seen the mansion?
No.
Dude, the thing is got to be worth at least 100.
What, he does it with, like, Phantom and stuff?
No, so right now he's doing a 30-day stream. So every day he's having somebody else different. Like, 2 days ago he had like Denzel Curry on. He had Lil Uzi on. He always got some Sexy Red. Like, he had some celebs on. Like, he knows what he's doing. He's doing this shit right. But my point is that, you know, you're right. You stay the course, and I mean, I wonder if we could do it. I wonder what would happen. I mean, we're Dominican. We are funny as fuck, I think, or maybe not. We're not that funny, but because he's pretty funny. But what would happen?
It's only, and it's so weird, bro. And it's so fucking weird when you're doing this shit on the camera and you're not fully used to it. It really changes. Like, me and you can fuck around all day. I'm like, ask anyone that knows me, I'm goofy as shit, and I make the stupidest jokes, and it brings out a laughter. That's all that I could do.
Yeah.
And you tell me to do a lot more. I don't know about all that, but you know, I could do that at least. But now when you throw on the camera, it's like you're very like preppy, and you're like, oh shit, I want to make sure I look like an idiot.
But I think that's gonna
an idiot in the middle of actually trying to not look like an idiot.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna go away, obviously, like after a while. But my point is, like, do you think we can get to, like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm being like a self-limiting belief, but like, could anyone like just get on Twitch and break the world record? Do you understand what 326,000 subs are? It's $5 a sub.
Now the way that I used to look at it.
Do the math real quick, by the way.
$5 a sub.
$5 a sub. Mm-hmm. Right now he's at 345,000 subs per month.
1.725 mil.
That's besides the donations and besides the ad spend.
And the YouTube channel.
And the sponsorships and the McDonald's.
This guy's making money.
This guy's making millions.
But when I was younger, I used to fucking look at it like that. Like how you just said, do you think we could get to that point? Like, do you think this? Do you think that? I feel like, bro, I'm to the point where I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to be what this person already is. I'm just trying to be myself. I'm just trying to have a good time. I know that if I'm having a good time, I can have other people having a good time, so it could fucking blow up.
So do you think you can get to 100,000 subscribers in Twitch?
Do I think I mean, honestly, like...
Dude, that's a pretty fucking, like, big achievement. I think, in my opinion, like, you know, not for nothing, but yeah, you are entertaining people. 100,000 subscribers on Twitch, that's $500,000 a month.
But okay. It's more of, like I said, I don't feel like I look at it like, oh, can I do that? Can I sit down and entertain 100,000 people? If you look at it like that, I feel like no. If you look at it like I'm going to just work hard, I'm going to have fun, and I'm going to put up fucking videos and do the best I can, I think we could get anywhere. I
see what you're saying. So, like, the mentality changes, though, when you look at it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because now you're not looking for a fucking big number. I mean, we're starting from 0. Literally, this video gets put up tomorrow, and it's at 0 subs.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, like, am I going to focus on 100,000 subs, or am I going to just have a good fucking time with this shit?
Don't you feel like YouTube is not what it used to be?
Yeah. But that's also, I feel like, because of who we are now.
No, I'm talking about not just to us. Like, YouTube is not the same. Unless, I guess
YouTube was never supposed to stay the same. The whole point of something like the internet is to grow.
I don't know, but I feel like YouTube was better before. What I'm saying is it changed for the worse. I don't think YouTube is what it used to be. There's a bunch of podcasts on it, which is okay. Well, that's good. Okay, I listen to them.
Sorry, so if you're
gonna Roman Atwood blogs.
Somebody else says something different.
Vitaly.
Okay, but now instead of Roman Atwood, now you got Nelk.
Dude, Nelk doesn't even post. Mr. Beast is not Roman Atwood.
No, because he's not putting up vlogs, but you watch his fucking videos every time he puts it up.
Barely now.
I mean, why? Because
I grew out of it. It's like a fucking for like little kids.
It is. I can see that. Okay, all right. So Kai's in that.
He's a streamer. He's not a YouTuber.
He's putting up videos.
He's putting up his Twitch. Yeah, his streams.
All right. I don't watch YouTube no more though.
Why don't you watch YouTube?
Because we're not those people no more.
But bro, it's
we
because
don't sit back now. All right, so let me. All right, so go
Dude,
find like the number one vlogger and like try to.
There is no number one vlogger anymore.
There has to be a vlogger.
Dude, bro. Like I mean, there has to be. There always is. But like right now, what do you watch now? Like, do you go on YouTube at all?
Yeah, I watch stupid ass.
Like, what are you on TikTok? Like on TikTok scrolling?
No,
or like
TikTok's like the new Vine, bro.
I get it, but I'm saying, is that what you're on? Like that?
Honestly, dude, I still watch a lot of YouTube, but it's just what I watch.
Like, what do you watch? That's what I'm saying.
I watch a lot of sports shit.
But that's not even like that. Like that's
I don't
all
go on there to watch shit no more though. When I was younger, I would watch.
Right, like we would watch.
I remember I'd watch Bianca and what's this guy's name?
Bianca and not CJ.
What's his name? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, of course I know.
Him. I'd watch Roman Atwood.
I would. CJ is so cool. I would watch. DDG. I would watch a lot. Fredo. I would watch a lot. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like that whole.
Other than that, there was like stupid other little people that you would watch. Or doing Jake Paul. You watch stuff like that. But
yeah,
now it's not that no more. But at the same time, we don't know the main vloggers, so it's like, is it still that? I don't know. I don't think I could watch even one of their vlogs anymore.
Yeah, I guess we don't have the time or energy to like be sitting.
It's also
there.
like our mentality is so much different from sitting at home and watching.
But like you know, entertainment is always gonna be the thing, right? Like we always want entertainment. Like for you is sports. For me, it's like a podcast. Like I watch a business podcast, or like I would.
So now I
would listen to something else.
You're not getting vlogs. You're getting sports.
I get it,
but you see what I'm saying though? Like if you were to be watching a vlogger, bro, something would come up with a vlog.
Yeah.
It's the algorithm. But at the end of the day, like, because I don't want to be doing that shit no more. I don't want to sit down and watch this guy vlog about his fucking. And it kind of almost, the thing about vlogging is that a lot of it kind of felt fake after a while.
Yeah, they would plan out.
You're gonna vlog 450 days straight of you just being yourself, and that it's gonna be entertaining, and that you're not faking not one part of it. And then when you become older, you kind of see through the bullshit. You're just like, yeah, this is kind of like bullshit. I ain't watching this.
Oh, you ever watch Haste Family?
Oh yeah, she just put.
Did you see? You saw that? Yeah. That's crazy. It's not crazy. I mean, she's moving on. Well, good for her, because this motherfucker was supposedly he was an asshole and shit. But that has to hurt. That has to hurt.
I feel like when it comes to stuff like that, you're always gonna feel some type of way, especially when you have that much. Because he had like 3 kids with her, right? Yeah, he's definitely feeling it. He's definitely waking up like, yeah, I love God.
and when he looks better than you too, it kind of stings. Dude, he's like
neither one of them like that.
Nah, yo, he's like a fucking. He looks like Tarzan. I don't know who that is.
He looks like Tarzan.
Yeah, that motherfucker looks ripped. Fucking hair like Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Kid got swag.
So when you go back and you look at Austin, he looks like a kid.